Interesting trading session today and very narrow nature at that. I'll come to the narrow nature in just a bit, but first the big uncertainty, not quite an uncertainty. While the RBI was supposed to move along expected lines, it was to be a status quo policy and an accommodative stance, and it stood backed on the market expectations. But beyond that, also ensured that there is going to be no suddenness in rate normalization, and it's going to at best be a very, very gradual process. Also, from a financial market perspective, the RBI said that there is going to, or rather it's going to ensure enough liquidity in the system, and that is something that the financial markets liked. So soon after the policy, you had the market almost get close to a life high on the index, or a fresh high. We held out well above the 17,900 level, and then of course towards close eased off a little bit. Part of the damage was actually what was happening in the broader end of the market. While the Nifty managed to close in with a 0.5% gain, equating to a 104-point move on the index and nicely held on to 17,900, the broader markets did not. They closed in neck and neck, gave up all of their morning gains. Your 91 stocks closing in the green with 92 to the declines. The one space which really held out well was Reliance Industries, which contributed to almost 60% of or a 60-point move on the index today. It held out by a solid 3.6%. Technology has impacted very well. TCS ahead of its numbers, which is due only post-market hours today. And then of course other plays like HCL Technologies, Infosys, as well as Wipro, which are due to report their numbers come next week. These were all IT names which held out very, very smartly in trade today. In fact, the large cap IT rally also rubbed off onto the mid cap names. You had a Persistent Systems, a Mindtree. Both these stocks did very well. Some of the platform plays like an IEX were back in the green. You had Dixon Technologies, which has been a big buzzer of late. Today as well, it saw a double-digit 10% move. But then again, the lagging part of the market as well, playing tug of war with the gainers today was SBI Life, NTPC, Shree Cement, Maruti, Unilever, Kotak Bank, DRL. So largely FMCG coupled with all these sectors were a bit of a drag, in financials in particular. So Piramal Enterprises, after the demerger got announced, was down about 5.25%. Godrej Properties along with other realty plays saw some profit taking as well. Oberoi Realty though again reported a very solid Q2 update and indicative of a strong order book growth. ICICI Pru Life, MFSL and Chola Finance were some of the other laggards in trade. But come next week, we're going to be thick and heavy into earnings season. You'll have, of course, TCS to react to. And then, of course, like I said earlier, you have a whole host of other earnings, HCL Technologies, Infosys, Wipro as well coming out with their numbers. So all focus would be on IT come next week.